Comfort picnic in the autumn. Lincoln made his way back to the living room to put a treat in the picnic basket after coming out from the kitchen. He puts 2 sandwiches inside with his and Gold Jordan's name on each of them. After he put napkins inside, he closed the basket from the top as he's all set. He took out his phone as he's requesting FaceTime with Gold Jordan. In no time at all, Gold Jordan accepted. Lincoln, Gold Jordan chilled from Lincoln's phone. "Hello, Gold Jordan," he smiled as he showed her the picnic from his phone. "I've got the picnic all set for us." "Great." Lincoln took a seat by the kitchen table. Meanwhile, Luna came out from her bedroom as she walked down the stairs. "So when we get to Tall Temple's Park, have you found a spot where we can have our picnic?" Just when Luna was about to step into the living room, she witnessed Lincoln talking to Gold Jordan from his phone. She slowly hid herself behind the wall as she eavesdropped. "No, I haven't found a spot, but I want to pick a place that has all the colors of the leaves, and the sun shines on us when it sets," Gold Jordan replied. "I'm not against the idea, but it won't be easy for me to find a spot." Lincoln then looked out the window with the leaves on the trees turning into color. "We're lucky the weather's still warm, but I expect a picnic in the spring or summer." "What's wrong with autumn?" she responded. "Don't you love the season?" "Not really. Not that it's bad. I just don't find the appeal of leaves turning into so many colors." "You should. When my parents took me to parks this season, I saw so many colored leaves. It was almost like going to a garden, but bigger even without the smell." "Well, other than waking the front and backyards and walking to Clyde's house, I found leaves turning color okay. You should find them beautiful if you see the sun shining through them." Luna smiled after hearing Gold Jordan's thoughts on the season. In fact, it gave her a chance since no other sister has gone into Lincoln's way with his time with Gold Jordan. "Gold Jordan, even if I found a spot that's perfect, I'm not sure if it's gonna grow on me. It's our first time having a picnic in this season, and no one's in Tall Temple's Park, so we're gonna be alone like our time at the beach a few months ago. Trust me, it's gonna be perfect and you're gonna love it." Lincoln refuses to disappoint himself with all this being her idea rather than his. "Okay, I'll meet you in the park in 20 minutes. Thanks. Meet you there." Gold Jordan ended the FaceTime as Lincoln put his phone away. "Okay, Lincoln, this is for Gold Jordan. Do it for her." He then grabbed the picnic basket as he headed to the front door. "Little bro," Luna spoke, catching Lincoln's attention. "You're going on a date with Gold Jordan in Tall Temple's Park?" "Yes, but please don't get in the way." Just when Lincoln's about to open the door, Luna pulled him back. "Actually, you need my help. I've been enjoying this season more than ever." "Like Gold Jordan?" "Yes, my girlfriend Sam fell in love with this season when I took her to Tall Temple's Park last year. We didn't have a picnic, but I found the perfect spot where we spend time together, and it's beautiful." Lincoln wanted to take the opportunity to give Gold Jordan the perfect spot, but on the other hand, it wasn't all of Luna's offer. "Sorry, Luna, but you're gonna make me feel embarrassed in front of her. It's been almost a year since you two were hanging out, for good reason." "Linky, please," she placed her hands on his arms. "I don't want to come to humiliate you at the last minute. I want to come because what?" Lincoln reacted. "Just please let me come with you." Lincoln took a deep breath while attempting to keep an open mind on the picnic itself. "Promise you won't embarrass me?" "I promise." "Okay, let's go." As Lincoln headed to the front door, Luna smiled as she followed him. Throughout the whole walk to Tall Temple's Park, Gold Jordan had been waiting on the park bench since before FaceTiming. The dress she's wearing will blow Lincoln's mind with her being into the autumn season. She looked around to find Lincoln's arrival while also checking at the sunset. I just hope we can have the picnic in time, she said to herself while an orange and red leaf landed on her head. She picked it up as she adored it. So beautiful. Lincoln and Luna arrived at Tall Temples Park as Luna looked around at all the trees. Why aren't you looking at the trees? She asked. I'm searching for Gold Jordan, Lincoln answered. Come on, bro. You're missing out when the leaves come off the trees. I just wish I would be into it like her. You will, little bro. You will. Gold Jordan witnessed Lincoln appearing from behind the trees. She stood up and waved. I'm right here, Lincoln, she called, catching his attention as he ran across the park with Luna behind him. Am I on time? He stopped in front of her. Yes. As Luna stopped behind her brother, Gold Jordan took notice. Is that your rock star sister? Yes, her name is Luna, Lincoln presented her sister. You didn't tell me she's coming along. That's something she has yet to answer me on, but she's bringing us to the spot in the forest. That's right, Luna walked up to her while witnessing her outfit. Cute duds, Geordie. Thanks. As she twirled, the sunlight shone on her. It's a rare red, yellow, and orange leaf dress with the skirt reaching past my knees. Man, when you're not the dodgeball player, you show your softer side. I've seen that from her a lot, Lincoln giggled. You look really great, Gold Jordan. Thanks, and I'm gonna love the picnic. Ready? Ready. Gold Jordan then took Lincoln's hand with Luna wrapping her fingers. Just like how Sam and I held hands here last year. She went in front of them to take the lead to the perfect spot. As Lincoln and Gold Jordan held hands, the sun shone through the trees and leaves in all angles. Gold Jordan kept looking around in amazement while Luna did the same. Leaves were falling down as one landed on Lincoln's head. Gold Jordan giggled as Luna turned around, witnessing the leaf on her brother's head. You have an orange leaf on your hair, Luna called. Lincoln took the leaf off of him as he looked at it. Wow, he responded. I didn't think Tall Temples Park had more amazing leaves than in our neighborhood. This park has the freshest trees, Gold Jordan smiled. And seeing more and more leaves come down, it makes this feel more alive before they're all gone. Just when another orange leaf landed on Lincoln, he grabbed it. If green leaves fell, it wouldn't feel as special with just one color. Then we wouldn't have autumn, bro, Luna answered. Summer's enough for the green leaves until they have enough stain on them. Plus, you can feel the year coming to an end after the nature we've experienced, Gold Jordan catching a red leaf. I love red leaves, she showed it to Lincoln. For me, this leaf is lucky it's red rather than dead. Luckily, we don't have a dead tree in our neighborhood. Luna then catched a red and orange leaf. Music's my passion, and I would really love to make a music video with my band with the leaves falling around us. Luna then turned around to look at Lincoln. I've heard you had a great singing voice in chorus class. This caused Lincoln to blush while Gold Jordan looked at him. I have been singing a lot lately, especially in the summer, and I've listened to you a lot with the Action News team at school, Gold Jordan pinching his cheek. I wish I had the voice of an angel so we can both be angels. I'll make sure I'll have heaven give it to you, Lincoln said. Luna adored her brother's choice of words to Gold Jordan. She would have wanted a favor from her, from her brother, but even like him, she also keeps secrets from him. They made their way up the hill, walking past more trees attached from the ground with more and more leaves falling down. Upon reaching the top of the hill, Luna looked at the left with a smile on her face. Wow. Jordan's eyes sparkled while Lincoln witnessed the view. The sun shone above the horizon while it glowed on the leaves themselves. He couldn't believe it, and soon it felt like a beautiful painting coming to life. Beautiful, he commented. So beautiful. You really need to stop doubting your walking sister. Luna crossed her arms. There's a lot of nice things you don't know about me. I've got to hand it to you, Luna. You have great taste in spots of great views. Jordan smiled. My girlfriend said the same thing to me, while I said to her, you always glow thanks to the sun setting. Can't disagree on that. You really got a wonderful looking girlfriend. This caused Luna to blush from the compliment. You have no idea once you meet her in person. As Lincoln placed the picnic basket on the ground, he and Jordan sat down as he opened the basket. The grass feels nice, he smiled. There's still life in the grass a month before they use the green, Jordan replied. For me, ignoring Halloween, October really feels like the end of a wonderful year for the outdoors. So true, Luna sat in between them. For me, Halloween is the beginning of the end after the end of a wonderful year. Thanksgiving is the middle of the end, while Christmas along with New Year's Eve is the end of the end. With the weather slowly getting colder and colder, it really feels like we use the nature of the outdoors, Lincoln added. It's just I didn't want to get a cold at this time of year. Then you're lucky enough to come out here before the cold weather gives you the cold, Luna rubbed her hand on her brother's head. As Lincoln took out his and Jordan's sandwiches, he handed it to her. They unwrapped them as they both took their bites. Luna watched the two enjoying themselves while she also watched the sun itself. P&J, she smiled as the two nodded. It's the least I can do for this picnic, Lincoln replied. Luna then took out the snack Jordan likes. A slice of sponge cake. There was only one slice left after Luann made some, so I did what I could to save until this day came. You're mostly disappointed that there's only one left and not two, Jordan responded. Mostly. The buttercream frosting made me crave it, Lincoln commented, but I knew you would love it and it's for the best. Thanks, but still though, it's sad you didn't save a piece for yourself. Yeah, I really didn't know Luann became that good as a chef. My roommate and sister learned the best from our daddy, Luna giggled. So, what did you two do to make yourselves feel better? Upon Lincoln and Jordan finishing their sandwiches, Lincoln turned to Jordan. Is it okay if we tell her our secret? Would you be willing to keep it to yourself? Jordan spoke to Luna. While not saying about it in the shower, I won't, Luna responded. Okay. Lincoln took a deep breath while being honest. We kissed on the mouth twice. One at last Christmas and one at last summer on the beach, Jordan added. I knew it, Luna responded. Knew you kissed her, bro. I need my space from you and the other sisters, Lincoln said. So do I when I'm with Sam. I am proud, but Sam and I have a method when we're together. So, what's your method? Luna looked away while attempting to stay on topic, getting close for comfort. She looked back at them while blushing. As it is, having our bodies touch each other to feel more. At first, Luna felt scared from the reactions, but it made them surprised. We actually did that on the beach, Lincoln responded. When I hugged him from behind so we can feel it in the moment with our eyes closed. Jordan added. Really? Luna blinked. You also did that on your own? Yeah, Lincoln answered. And I admit it was more comforting than when it happened. It felt like my mind was in a safe place. It really does put your heart in the right place, Jordan added. This gave Luna a smile. For the longest time, I thought I was the only one. She wrapped her arm around Lincoln as his body got close to her. She pressed her hand on his chest as she felt his heart pounding. Lincoln didn't feel nervous. In fact, he laid his head on her, breathing with the comfort of warming himself. You like it, bro? Luna spoke. Yes, Lincoln said quietly. I didn't think you're that comfortable in my heart. And you, Luna placed her hand on Lincoln's head, are more calm and comfortable. She hugged him tightly as she laid her head gently on him. I may not feel it that way with Sam, but I still love it. Jordan watched the brother and his sister hugging together in peace. Thanks to the sun close to setting, the sunlight turned more orange as it shone on them. Not only she felt proud, but more pleased in her heart. This bonding isn't what I expected, she commented. Do you two spend time together? Not really, Lincoln responded. Most of the time, I'm around the other sisters. That's really sad. I know, even performing a session for a Moon Goats concert isn't enough, Luna added. Sometimes I do wish family would be more valuable in order to keep ourselves from fighting, Lincoln replied as Luna let go of him. You still don't feel that from our other sisters? The negatives are too high over the positives. I guess that explains why you never wanted your sisters with us, Jordan commented. So, sorry for... It's not your fault for thinking that way. If you had 10 brothers and I never had siblings, I would have felt the same way. Luna did remember the fights she had with Lincoln, but not as much compared to the others. If I were in your small bedroom outside from 10 brothers or sisters, staying in there feels really safer than getting claustrophobic. Lincoln then turned to the sunset itself with the leaves falling down around them. I don't feel claustrophobic in my room or even this spot. It's just the ones who are more valuable to me that make it more comfortable. Yeah, Jordan responded as she moved closer to Lincoln, catching his attention. So, before we split up heading home, you want some comfort again? She placed her hand on his. She lifted it up with her other hand underneath. If this grows more and more of me being that valuable to you, then I see the value of you. Luna paid attention to the two as Lincoln felt the warmth in her arms. If we do this once in a while and not every day, we make it valuable. He pressed his lips on hers, closing his eyes while Jordan reacted, but slowly closed her eyes, giving in the moment. Luna's eyes sparkled while placing her hands on her mouth. She wanted to squeal for how excited she is, but refuses to ruin the moment itself. Cute, charming, loving, and sweet. Just like when me and Sam, before the sun set that day. She witnesses the sun setting, watching Lincoln and Jordan still kissing as if they become the painting. If only Lincoln saw it so he could see what me and Sam looked like. They broke the kiss as they made their next move. They wrapped their arms around their bodies, hugging to feel the comfort. Is your sister willing to keep this kiss to herself? Jordan spoke quietly. I hope she will. She may be the full sister I could trust the most. Lincoln replied while turning to his sister. Come on, join in, make the comfort better. Luna slowly wrapped her arms around her brother and girl Jordan. She closed her eyes as they felt it thanks to her. You do it so right, girl Jordan sighed happily. And you do it so softly, Luna added. It's her way without being competitive in dodgeball, Lincoln added. Seems you made her that way. 5 minutes had passed as the sunlight faded in the distance. It allowed Luna to stand up. She wanted the moment to continue longer, but even she agreed with Sam when they left. We should wrap up with your moment. It's about to get dark. As Lincoln and Girl Jordan let go from each other, Girl Jordan took the sponge cake from the picnic basket. We're gonna handle the costumes of me, Rachel, and Molly for the Halloween costume contest later this month, right? We will when we get back to school next week, Lincoln responded. Awesome, Girl Jordan smiled. Maybe someday I can give you and Lincoln close seats for my next Moon Goats gig, Luna added. I would be happy to see your band. As the three left Tall Timbers Park, they headed back home as it was getting darker outside. After Lincoln got into his pajamas, he tucked into bed, still remembering another moment he had with Girl Jordan thanks to his sister. He still wanted more of it even after leaving her. Even while getting to sleep, his heart needs it more than him. Much to his surprise, his door opened, revealing Luna herself with her pajamas on along with her pillow. Luna? Hey bro, she spoke while entering, closing the door behind her. Are you tired? Yeah. Are you tired too? Yes, but I'm alone in my bed. And since I'm willing to keep your kiss from everyone, can you keep a secret from my diary? Okay. Luna sat on his mattress, taking a deep breath in order to confess. I wanted that comfort feeling for Sam, but knew she can't live with me right now. And I really want to let out my comfortness to someone who will feel the same way. She then turned to him. I was hoping you were that person. That's why I wanted to come. Lincoln catched on from her words. You want to sleep next to me? He asked. Yes. And what's left in that page of my diary? Lincoln would relate to my feelings if I showed it to him. That's really impressive, Lincoln commented. I thought Lori and Lenny would relate to you like that. Well, Lenny told me Gavin, while being the comfort type, not my type, and as for Lori, she does but too much for her boyfriend Bobby. Yeah, me and Ryan tried to break them up after they left Roy Woods before they moved to Great Lake City. Lincoln then sat up while sitting next to Luna. But it's probably their type of comfort. So if you miss your comfort with Girl Jordan and I miss my comfort with Sam, Lincoln then grew a smile as he placed his hand on hers. I was thinking of it as my second comfort place. Luna grew a smile as she kissed Lincoln on his forehead. Thank you. The two tucked together into bed as Luna wrapped her arms around him, while Lincoln laid his head on his sister's shoulder. He placed his hand on her chest, feeling her heartbeat, catching her attention. You feel more calm inside. I know. Sam felt my heart as comfortable as hers. You should feel what Girl Jordan's heart feels like. I almost did when I hugged her. It may not be like yours, but it'll grow on you when it happens for real. It did when I felt Sam's heart for the first time. It made my heart grow for the better. Lincoln continued to rest his head on her while wrapping his arms around her. You didn't just make my heart grow. You made me see how valuable you are as a sister and a comfort girl. Luna hugged tightly while laying her head on his again. We are finally growing a bond after all this time. Yes, I don't mind if we do this more often if we need it. So agreed with you, bro. As the two were close into slumber, Luna placed her hand on Lincoln's chest again to feel his heart. All night, Lincoln laid his head on her chest to feel her heart. Even with him off his pillow, it didn't keep him from sleeping. He smiled in his sleep now that Luna is giving him what he's giving to her. Also, little bro, she reached into her pillow while taking out a piece of sponge cake with frosting. I saved 2 slices of sponge cake and I'm willing to give you one, but only for the buttercream tonight. Lincoln slowly opened his mouth as Luna placed the piece in his mouth. With his body feeling her comfort and the buttercream touching his tongue, he smiled more and moaned from the flavor. I love autumn now. Thank you, Luna loud. As he left out one final moan, he fell asleep. Luna didn't need to hear goodnight from him with his body telling it to her that way. She can feel it as she slowly signs in happiness. She also fell asleep while saying her final words to her brother. Good night, Linky.